Going in depth here on Fox Carolina News with Congresswoman Sherri Biggs of District 3. So, Congresswoman, thank you so much for taking some time with us. Here in District is because we are now entering week 3 of the government shutdown. So, you're able to make some rounds here in the Upstate. So glad you're able to be here in studio with us. I think a lot of people on their minds are wondering, when is this thing going to end? Do you have any idea when the shutdown will end?
Well, thank you for having me. Definitely, we wish we were in D.C. getting work done that our voters expect us to be doing, but we are here in the district. We had a call with the speaker today, and unfortunately, there is no end in sight. Of course, we're on a 48-hour notice, so we're sitting on go, just waiting to get that call, and hopefully it will be soon.
You get that call 48 hours from that moment, you're expecting D.C. to vote?
Absolutely.
Okay. I think when we see this effect, we know that we're able to pay some military members, the Trump administration able to find some extra money in the Defense Department budget. But we're getting into some real consequences here. Here, locally, just at GSP, they start a food drive for federal workers there at our airport. What's your message for some of those who now have to resort to donations, who work for the federal government, but now have to take donations because they're still not getting paid?
Well, it's very frustrating. And on Friday, that money will end, so we will see hundreds of people in South Carolina's 3rd District, in our state, that will not be getting paychecks, whether it's military members or federal government employees. And, you know, there's no need in it. This is putting politics over people, and it's nonsense. You know, the House, my peers, we voted a clean CR through the House, sent it over to the Senate, and there's nothing to question. There's no issues. This was going to make sure that these individuals that work hard and deserve their pay, that they are paid, and we could get to the business portion at a later date. And I can't understand why the Democrats, well, I know why, because they're opposing everything that the president is doing and the Republican Party. We were on a roll, getting so much done, and it was encouraging, and it benefited. It put America first, and so it's unfortunate that we're in this situation.
But oftentimes we hear the Republicans blame Democrats, Democrats blame Republicans, but Republicans are the ones who control the House, control the Senate, and control the White House. Is there nothing here at this point, or is it strategic in the sense for Republicans that maybe the president does want to make some federal cuts? Maybe the president does want to kind of really force his hand on the Democrats and make them look bad? Is there something behind the scenes that we're not seeing, of why something's just not getting done?
I think it's pretty evident what's going on. I mean, obviously, we have to have the votes in the Senate to get it passed, so that's the problem. We need the 60 votes, and we don't have that. And it's the Democrats that are voting against the clean CR. And the thing to note is this is the same material, the same package that they have voted for under a different administration. So it's definitely putting politics over people, and they're not taking care of their constituents. And that's why the Republican, and I can speak for myself, I can't speak for everybody else, but I would never vote for, they're holding the Americans hostage because they're trying to bargain a $1.5 trillion, and I call it a woke wish list, and it's things that we can't vote for. People in my district, the conservatives, they are not for giving health care to illegals and for transgender surgeries. They're not for all this woke ideology, and we can't possibly vote for that.
Some states are now warning that SNAP benefit recipients, those could stop by November. We have more than 580,000 people monthly receiving SNAP benefits in South Carolina. Your message to them as we get closer to November and their concerns continue to rise?
Yeah, our concerns rise too. I mean, we're very worried about the nutrition, and also look at WIC, you know, mothers that need nutritional supplements for their children, their babies. It's sad. It really is sad. And I would just like to ask everyone to contact our office. You know, we're open. The government's closed, but but Sherri Biggs' office in Anderson and in D.C., we're open for business, and my staff is working hard. And same situation, you know, I'm not accepting a paycheck because I don't feel like if our military can't be paid, then I shouldn't be a sitting member of Congress expecting to be paid.
All right. Congresswoman Sherri Biggs of District 3, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.